So who here enjoys fasting? Well, as you can see, I certainly don't, right? So trying to get people to fast, which is an integral part of liturgical experience, because one of the problems with the liturgical renewal is that it focused too much on liturgy and not enough on overall spiritual renewal, okay? But liturgical renewal doesn't work without an ascetical renewal. So what you have to do in order to actually get everything in the proper proportion is relearn or learn how to fast, which is, again, a very physical reality, which we downplay because of our post-Enlightenment idea that, religion is all about, just the interior. What's very interesting, and this is a situation all of us who are Eastern Christians and whatever, Orthodox, etc., we're floating on all these very nice things that I've been saying about the Orthodox or Byzantine liturgical tradition, just to get us thinking about something that needs to be reoriented. We have fundamentally lost the approach of the Great Church, which is the Great Church of Constantinople, Hagia Sophia. We have lost their approach, which existed until 1204, with regards to the weekdays of Lent and the fasting discipline. Because it's as clear as day, and by the way, this tradition was preserved at the Pechatska Lavra in Kiev right up until 1917, right up until the revolution. The tradition is that on all these weekdays of Lent, from Monday to Friday, in other words, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, not just Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday and Friday is Palestinian monastic practice. Having the liturgy of the presanctified gifts on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, in other words, every weekday of Lent, is in fact the authentic Byzantine Christian tradition. Now, having stated that as a matter of historical record, you're going to say, okay, big deal, what's that all about? Well, I'll never forget when we've at our institute, we go through different phases and years when we have enough singers to do. There were years when we actually would have the liturgy of the presanctified gifts every day. And in other words, Monday and Tuesday and Thursday, not just Wednesday and Friday. And I'll never forget the first time that my experience of profound hunger went from being a sense of absence to a sense of presence. In other words, the moment that I began filling the sense, that pain of hunger, with an effectual remembrance of Jesus Christ, whom I was going to receive in communion, in the evening, the experience of fasting became a totally different reality. Because the hunger, the pain, is then superimposed upon. It's as it were replaced and displaced by an experience of fullness and fulfillment. And this, I think, is very much what in fact Maximus is at. I mean, he's not talking about the liturgy of presanctified gifts, but he's talking about the mind finding something better than the passions, to which it can transfer its desires. So you get in touch with your stomach and you say, Lord, that's where I want to be experiencing you. And by the way, if you're speaking in Church Slavonic, right? Many of you speak Church Slavonic all the time, right? You certainly dream in Church Slavonic, right? Well, if you're thinking or speaking in Church Slavonic, what's život, right? Život, which is life, also ends up in later languages becoming stomach. It's no wonder the Slavs have this thing with, cabbage rolls and, pierogies, etc. So life is identified with the stomach. Now, we could all laugh at that, as we do, but the fact is that there's something very profound with that, because it enables us then to think about the sacramentality of eating. As Shmeiman says, God gives us this whole world for us to satiate our hunger with. And as we satiate our hunger with what God has given us, we are put in communion with God. So it's not in spite of the world that we're in communion with God. It's precisely because God has given us this world.